Some very creepy things are happening right now. Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Extra piece for about 58 cents at 13. Putting things together right now. We hope for another high score Bitcoin is still around $60,000, and guys are still scared. Why did this just happen? Are you guys ready for any black swan events? Did we tell you right? This is the year we need to be having. One eye open while you sleep, it's safe for Justin Trump to what just took place. Trump's campaign message, guys, just came out an hour ago. So apparently there were some shots fired by guys near him. At this point, there are also no more specifics. Okay? Guys, be very careful out there because it looks like they have something planned. Yes, what do they want to do? They need to pump these coins first so I can get out, but I think there might be some kind of black zone event that will bring down the markets quickly. I find it interesting that not guys are still a fun part of XRP in the XRP community. This is very interesting for Mr. Poole. 9:15 a.m. Today, guys. The timestamp for today, or the timestamp on this tweet, guys, 915, which leads to the present day. What does it show? The eye that looks at the world, right? Guys, that sees everything. There is no doubt that everything is planned, but there are rumors that this will happen. In November, there won't be an election. What? Is that interesting, guys? There won't be an election this November, Mr. Poole. Many times I've tweeted that 2024 will not happen, and people are saying it must be the elections. That's the big event in 2024. And we were the first ones to say that if the elections don't happen, it's because of a black swan happening at the same time. Listen to this again, because some very creepy things are about to happen. I want to make this clear again. In the end, I want you to listen to me and tell your readers, watchers, and internet users this. But do you understand that if Ukraine joins NATO and uses force to take back Crimea, European countries will be automatically involved in a military clash with Russia? Of course, the full ability of NATO and Russia's organizations is not yet known. We know that Russia is one of the most powerful nuclear powers and is even more advanced than many other countries. There's no one who wins. Along with your will, you will be a part of this struggle. You won't even have time to blink before you start the fifth act of the Roman Treaty. It's clear that neither Mr. President nor I want this to get worse. I don't want it. In light of this, therefore, guys, keep an eye out for the fact that battles around the world may get worse and worse, faster and faster and faster. Now, I want to point out something that really creeps me out. They have every card they could pull, guys, to speed up or prepare for another black swan event, or to make the current swan even bigger. They can actually pull out a new creation, a new card, an unknown card, and no one knows what that black swan will be. It could be anything, right? But I know for sure that this won't happen, guys. There might be some kind of scare coming, though, right? Which will be huge because, let's be honest, those guys lost in 2020. They printed about $10 trillion because of that event in 2020 and what happened after that. Guys, you didn't go outside, right? It was pretty much shut down the whole world. Oh, and they only made 10 trillion. What kind of event does it have to happen in order for them to print 30 trillion? Something very scary, right? Something that really scares everyone, guys. It could be this instead of that. Russia says it will shut down the internet in the West. Take a look. Guys, what's interesting about this is that Howard Moon pointed to the same thing in 2022 wires under the sea. You might be thinking, wait, what as you can see, NATO has said that Russia has been mapping out internet lines that run under the sea and that they think Russia is planning an attack like this. What? Guys, the radio lets you know Howard Moon 589 was the first person to call it. No one else did. In the event that Russia cut the cables, the economies of the West would suffer greatly until the lines are fixed. Are you going to look at that? Yes? Oh, I see. I think this is definitely a trick. I guess it's more about the organized or something, guys. What are we talking about? It looks like everything we're talking about is happening or will happen at some point. I think they want people to have this guy Starlink. Guys, this is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Hold on, I'm shocked. What happened when you go to Davies' shirts, guys? What does he talk about? We will start World War III if we give in every time a nuclear power tries to take from a non-nuclear power. There is no way we can avoid it. One thing is that every country that isn't a nuclear power will learn that they need to get one or else they will be used as a target. The White House is finishing up plans to let Ukraine attack more places in Russia. Okay, so there are talks about speeding up the growth of that black swan even more. But hold on, no, do you remember when we talked about Starlink and how Starlink will still work if Russia attacks the wires under the sea, guys? Take a look. This is something Davis just talked about the other day. Thanks, Elon. No, really, this is great. Starlink, thanks for using Starlink, right? Davis is now a Starlink customer. This will start on October 10th, 2010, and the rules of service have been changed. 101,024, what is 1,010? As of now, in Roman numbers, a happy face. Okay, X and X. What? From Mr. Poole? Put it? down. Guys, this is the craziest thing that has ever happened to me. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen next. Guys, I don't know. But we do know that something is happening because this is really creepy, isn't it? Yes, they were the first to call. That's all I have to say. Besides that, hold on a second. Canadian Walmart, that's interesting if it's true. We no longer take these bucks or cash, but starting September 23rd, why not do something interesting? That's one day after Baba Cook's time starts. Besides that, Mr. Poole told us that the black swan eye of the storm would restart, and then all of a sudden, guys, XRP prices would go up by a lot. That easy. On September 13th. That's right, guys, this video is about a black swan, which points to the date it says or shows in the video December 3rd. On that date, it says to evacuate or be careful or something like that. At the end of the video, it's either blank or shows XRP, so that seems to be the timeline. XRP is the Black Depression and collapse proof, guys, right? Bitcoin is not, even though BlackRock said it was. That's just what I think. Please give this video a thumbs up. This is Finnish advice. What seems to be going on is that China is trying to speed up a level playing field. In 2030, the doubters will no longer be seen as a superpower. Since it will be a part of a multipolar world, everything will be fair, right? The rich and the poor, but then they become more alike, something like a level playing field, UBI, and all of these other things are very interesting. Those are all the things I think will happen in the world in the future, maybe not too far away, but sooner rather than later now. What's crazy is that Mr. Pooh pointed to eyes open one day. When he wrote that 49 days ago, flare came up today, news comes out tomorrow, don't blink. 49 days ago when your eyes were open, that's 13. Flare, what's going on with these guys? Hey, don't blink. I really hope that's what goes live with F assets, but I know that they'll go live with those guys when alt season starts. I said that from the start because Flare picked the right time for the market to drop. Okay, so it's clear that something is cooking here. Let's get ready, guys. Perhaps we should talk about XRP. Now, you all know it's because it's alt season. What's interesting is that a pool is made with images that stand for something like logos and banners. Anyone see a pool change their icon to black and gold? Strange, and the background has gold coins with leaves of a plant growing on them? Guys, Mr. Pooh told us that XRP is a pot of gold when we talk about gold, but check this out, okay? Maybe the sunflower, but maybe 666 right now, guys. This made me think of something, the balloon from the red warning again, guys, right? It goes after this conversation. There is a link below if you'd like to buy more XRP. Then, CoinDesk tells us that crypto fund manager Grayscale is starting an XRP trust. This could make it possible for a spot XRP ETF to happen in the next few days. You already know how terrible an XRP ETF would be, especially during alt season. Guys, if XRP starts to explode, it will literally add more fuel to the fire. This is especially true since people who were shorting XRP and hated it are now changing into bears. There's stuff going on at the same time. A quick blink. We pump. Yes. In other words, it looks like that's what needs to happen next for an XRP ETF to happen this season. This gives them an edge, so they use it. But we think Grayscale XRP Trust gives buyers a chance to see a protocol that has a big use case in the real world. Right on. John Deaton says that the SEC's crypto overreach costs small investors $15 billion. Guys want enforcement acts to be held accountable. They need to pay. Their mistakes cost them something. Guys, let's talk quickly about XRP's price action because we need to break above this level. Guys, it's only going to happen about 60 cents a minute. Will it ever happen? Guys, this resistance is really evil. It really needs to break now. Since the calendar changed, there are a few interesting changes to the date today. We'll still look strong if you just hold your breath. Don't worry, 7 to 15, that's all for today. New time 7 to 15. September 7th, though. In the Gregorian calendar, September is the 9th month of the year. It falls between August and October. It's good for 30 days. Its name comes from the Latin word septem, which means 7. This is a reference to the date change, which is July 15th.